Hello everyone. Now you all already know what I'm going to paint. Don't get scared of this painting in the beginning. I'm just going to tell you how many mistakes I have done and what I did to cover them, and how I go through art block, or how much time I take to paint freehand without reference, and all those things I'm going to discuss. And for this painting I took more than 5 days because I had no plans how to cover those mess. So let's discuss those things. I started with applying gesso with yellow color. This time I created some texture already. So as the base, using knife, just tapping. But I had used liquid color, so that's why it took me 2 days to dry even under the fan. If you don't have hair dryer, please don't use liquid colors. I just went through some Googles and Pinterest images and I thought of creating some colorful Ganesha. I had no plan what I was going to create. I created some floral and I created ears, I created his trunk, and those things I was creating with knife. Texture on the texture was very difficult, and it was very it was not coming out as I planned because its texture was already there on the base, and I was creating using knife again. So I just thought of using brush and spreading those colors here and there. So it went like that. I just randomly continued to paint. I had no plans because I was planning freehand and I was not referring any images for that, and just my imagination was going through, and half a way I did, and then my mind got blocked. I didn't know what to create, and I took 2 days to create once I finished this because don't know, half elements were done and other elements were not in my mind. uh, just a random texture I created and I left it for 2 days. So finally after 2 days I got some plan and I took blue liquid color and covered those mess and started creating some face structure and those trunks and those shadow works and all. So my mind said let's make it blue or teal. Sometimes I feel when you are studying abstract works, it is good to go with no plans because your imagination power will improve, creativity will improve once you do something like that. So, how I plan is I take digital apps and I take this photo and I create some stickers here and there and I create something, how it looks and all. So I see the view first and then again I can continue with those things. So I created some texture. I used PixArt for that. So half done work, I got some idea, I got some vision. Based on that I started. Not every time you need a tape, you can use some cardboards or scale for that, creating some extra ribbon type of thing. I used very light liquid color because I wanted that background texture to be live, and I continued creating those aura, white aura and highlight wherever it is required, and it was going good. The head was looking odd, so I started creating more florals as I planned earlier. So I was mixing those plants with this and I started smudging them. So when I smudged it, it was looking like peta, that Maharashtrian peta look it came. So I loved that. Since the flower was gone, so I created another one. Mainly hibiscus and durva grass is used for his puja and all. So I thought of adding those things which is loved by Ganesha, they say. So I started adding those grass, durva grass here and there. It was looking like a nature Ganesha now. All I wanted is to add some elements here and there and create my own work, because nowadays I'm studying on abstract works for my happiness, so I just added those things, grass type of structures, and it was looking, those steel work was looking like a water, and those yellow and white shades, green, they were looking beautiful. So I just added few more grass and I created it as nature Ganesha. You might not have observed, but I was thinking of something. Ears, so those ears were looking purple, so I added few more blue for ear as well, and some other shades on that side. So the face was done and I was so happy with the outcome. I thought I will mess it, but finally it was looking good. So few more highlights. Since I created simple Ganesha work, so I just thought of adding some gold touch to it. So I added few gold here and there, and it was looking good. Those they were segregating those elements beautifully. This is very simple, but I complicated it in the beginning. Trust me, it was a beautiful experiment. So I want you to create something by your own and experience this thing. So I shared everything what I know. I hope you enjoyed the process. Thank you so much for watching.